Good morning, sunshine. Thank you for joining us. It's good to see you. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. Time for a check of our forecast with meteorologist Alex Moore. He's well rested, he's back, and you have temperatures in the low 90s today. Good morning, friend.
Well rested is a little bit of a stretch, but at least I went out west. I drove about 3,000 miles in total and got a little rest in the mountains. So literally was up in the Rocky Mountains sleeping with just a tent. That was awesome. It was pretty fun.
Good, yeah.
I haven't done that before, but I'm glad to be back where it's nice and warm, especially for this time of year. Denver's actually going to see temperatures drop from the upper 90s to the 30s going into this week. It's going to be a huge swing for them. For us, we're still going to see temperatures in the 90s. We actually have a pretty nice morning ahead of us. Plenty of sunshine. As you can see, not really too much in terms of cloud cover, so we're going to see that for majority of the day. Temperature around 75 right now. Dew point at 72, so not too bad. We saw a temperature of 97 yesterday. No rain. Our average for this time of year is usually around 90 degrees. We didn't really see a day where it was going to be really humid, but we are going to see a day today where it's actually going to feel a little bit more comfortable, even though we're going to be in the low 90s again. But we're going to see a little bit of a pattern change. It's actually going to start feeling like we're getting into the end of summer and the beginning of fall, Sean. So I brought back with me some cooler temperatures going into the beginning of your Labor Day weekend, and it looks like we might stay dry too.
And I'll take it. Thank you. Georgia's first family stopped by Augusta as a part of their fly-around tour of the state. Governor Brian Kemp is urging everyone to be vigilant and follow health safety guidelines over the holiday weekend. The Kemps were promoting the governor's 4 things for all. He says the number of cases and deaths in Georgia are decreasing, but he wants to avoid a spike in cases after Labor Day.
People unfortunately forget sometimes that we are battling an invisible enemy. And unfortunately, over holiday weekends, many times people have let their guard down. I will say that we have come way too far and sacrificed too much to turn back now.
And Governor Kemp says we must continue to social distance, wash our hands, wear a mask, and listen to state and federal leaders to prevent a surge in cases. No bond for the man accused of shooting a Richmond County code enforcement officer to death last month. SMITTY MELTON went before a judge Friday morning. Prosecutors say he ambushed Charles Case back on August 20th when Case went to one of Melton's properties to put up a condemnation sign. Case was shot 3 times. Melton is charged with murder. The judge ordered him to remain in jail. The man accused of running over a Richmond County deputy also in court yesterday. Keelan Smith was in court for his first appearance. His attorney asked for bond, but that was denied. Smith will have a formal bond hearing in Superior Court at a later date. Augusta commissioners will get back to work next week on the city's blight problem. The subcommittee on blight will meet Tuesday to discuss ways to rid the city of hundreds of abandoned buildings. Last week, commissioners rejected a proposal to put all code enforcement officers under the marshal's office because they want to wait on that subcommittee.
You can't just all of a sudden throw employees into a different department without a lot of discussion. It just was moving too quickly. Right now, I think we need to sit back on that, and we do have a committee that's in place. Let the committee do a lot of discussion and research.
And Commissioner Bill Fenoy wants to use $15 million from the next phase of the sales tax to cover the cost to tear down the city's blighted structures. Georgia's candidates for U.S. Senate laying out their plans for historically black colleges and universities. This comes as HBCUs statewide face greater challenges because of COVID-19. Democratic candidate Jon Ossoff released his plan for HBCUs during a virtual press conference. If elected, he hopes to provide funding to areas like technology and tuition affordability. Senator David Perdue highlighted previous legislative achievements like the Futures Act to express his continued support for the institutions.
Senator Perdue has delivered for HBCUs. He's delivered for HBCU students in a variety of ways. And these institutions can count on funding because Senator Perdue helped lead the effort to make that.
Strengthen these institutions, which are essential conduits to economic opportunity and prosperity for Black Georgians. And, you know, if Senator Perdue had been doing his job, then these institutions wouldn't be in such difficulty as they are right now.
And both candidates agree more needs to be done, and educators say federal aid to these institutions is vital. DHEC began to report COVID-19 cases at public and private schools associated with staff and students. The report includes nearly every school, and both features cumulative and rolling 30-day counts. Right now, there are 158 active cases of COVID-19, and that's reported among students and staff at state schools. This does not mean that students, faculty, or staff contracted the virus at the school. Students are returning to college campuses across the CSRA, and several universities are already detecting cases of coronavirus that have led to quarantines, including Denmark Technical College. COVID-19 now in a small population at Denmark Technical College.
We are a small campus and we are a small community. We're not just concerned about Denmark Tech, we're also concerned about Denmark, South Carolina.
A student tested positive for the coronavirus as self-reported to campus officials. The person, as well as their roommate, immediately placed in quarantine. Both are asymptomatic.
We were still accepting students as recent as last Friday, and we are very sure that this was not contracted on the campus.
We're told since students and staff returned to campus early August, stringent protocols were in place to simply decrease the spread.
Thoroughly clean this campus, deep clean, sanitize this campus properly. We've gone through and had professional companies come on the campus. We're doing everything possible.
Also, officials have several different changes in place on campus, such as safe space standards to protect the entire campus community.
You walk into buildings, it detects whether students have on a mask, students and staff. It also detects their temperature. When you come on our campus, we have processes in place so that there are certain questions that are asked before we allow anyone to enter our campus.
In colleges and universities across the Palmetto State, the numbers are not so encouraging. The number of coronavirus cases continue to grow exponentially on the University of South Carolina's campus. According to the university's online COVID-19 tracker, there's more than 1,000 active cases on campus. Clemson University have several cases as well. For Dr. Todd and his team at Denmark Tech, one case is one case too many, but they have it under control. And students are still on campus, but classes are being held virtually. Students, if you need a computer to access your class information, just look for this story on WJBF.com. I have instructions there for you. This afternoon, a community baby shower will be held in Fairfax, South Carolina. It's from 3 to 5 p.m. at the Smart Box on Hampton Avenue. Pampers, pull-ups, new infant clothing, refreshments, and more will be given out. You also have the opportunity to meet some of the candidates running for local office. Census workers will also be on hand to help folks register to vote. The Augusta Green Jackets are gearing up for some family fun this weekend as the Dugout Theater comes to SRP Park. Movie lovers can head to the ballpark today to watch Remember the Titans. There's plenty of room for social distancing, masks are required, and hand sanitizing stations are set up. The team says it's important to them that everyone feels safe.
Our ops team has laid out all the pods, the squares that our guests can be in, so there's plenty of feet between each pod. We'll wipe down counters, wipe down anything. We're cleaning right now, we'll clean tomorrow as well.
And the Green Jackets tell us that they hope to have more events like this in the fall. We look at how the city of Anderson honored and memorialized Chadwick Boseman. We take you there in less than 3 minutes, but first.